man. Another Winner's Lounge, fellas.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect 3-0 road trip. Nice win over the Hornets tonight. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Winner's Lounge. Let's go.
Bang, bang, bang.
We are presented by Bet365, Never Ordinary. What actually is that?
Well, it's air guns, but in the era of John Moran. Are we being... Sorry.
You're doing the John Moran.
We shouldn't do that. We should just...
Yeah, you can't do that. It's kind of sexy.
It is a little sexy.
Nuggets get the win tonight, 102-95 over the Charlotte Hornets. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't super relaxing. It wasn't the most beautiful game of basketball ever played, but as a wise man once said, I think the good teams win even when they play bad, and the bad teams, they always find a way to lose games even when they're up. That wise man was Nikola Jokic. He said that once in January 2023.
He also said winning is fun and losing sucks.
That was another great quote from him. That is also 100% the truth. He has never lied in his life. We're here to break it all down for you in this Winner's Lounge. Again, Nuggets get the win, 102-95. I'm Harrison Wynn. That's D-Line.
That's right, guys. I'm on top of the world. What a game. What a game. Just a beautiful expression of basketball. I've never been more inspired as a person or as a basketball fan. Let's go.
Also joined by Superstar Dev.
When you go to where basketball is originated, not even 24 hours ago, you just have a new sense of like just real basketball and what it truly means.
First off, that was in Canada.
Huh?
Yeah, there's actually some controversy about, where basketball was originated.
Wait,
was it in the States? Was it in Canada?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Dev was just at Allen Fieldhouse yesterday. Somehow he's back here today.
I did the math on that. It does not.
I have so many questions, no answers, that I did not get any answers tonight, but he's here.
Happy holidays, people. Happy holidays.
Nuggets get the win, like I said, 102-95. Let's get into a little fast recap here.
Oh, my God. Let's focus on that third quarter.
I've got some notes on that third quarter. The Nuggets open this one up, and my first note tonight is Mike Malone not messing around. KCP opens the first quarter guarding Ish Smith.
Yeah.
Former Nugget Ish Smith gets the start for Charlotte tonight. The Hornets' best player right now, Terry Rozier, was a late scratch before this one. And Malone put the Nuggets' best defensive player on Ish Smith to open this game. My second note, Nuggets starters extremely sluggish.
Yeah.
Down 14-4 early. Nick Richards, the Hornets starting center in this one, looked like David Robinson out there, just blocking everything in sight. And the Nuggets starters just were very sluggish, not really playing much defense, not really looking like they had much desire to play tonight. Then a 16-4 Nuggets run. Michael Porter Jr. hit 2 early threes, then caught an alley-oop. It was also a Zeke Naji night. More notes on him later.
In that he played.
That's about the extent of the notes. Reggie Jackson missing, Julian Strawther making threes. 2 early threes for Strawther. Michael Malone was calling plays for him, and he was delivering. Nuggets down 27-25, though, after the first quarter. Into the second quarter, Christian Braun really attacking a lot this game, as he's been doing all season, and drawing a couple of those close to charges, but they're called blocks. But, he was producing. He was aggressive. Michael Porter Jr. stayed hot, hit a 3. Then it was an 8-0 Hornets run late in the corner. Just stupid plays and turnovers by the Nuggets, and the Hornets capitalizing in transition. Nuggets still not playing any defense. The Hornets were up 60-54 at the end of the second quarter.
Man, they're on pace for a monster night.
You would have thought. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in the Nuggets halftime locker room because something shifted for them. Denver opened the half on a 25-1 run. 25-1.
I actually was shocked, just beside myself when they did score.
This was one of the more unbelievable third quarters we've ever seen. Everything was clicking for Denver. Like Michael Porter Jr. was getting the ball after a good first half. Shocking development. The Nuggets starters kicked it into gear. Charlotte did not score a basket, D-line. They did not score a basket until there was under 1 minute left in the third quarter.
At the 58-second mark, they recorded their first field goal. They had 3 free throws.
Yes.
To that point. They had 0 field goals. It was a sight to behold.
In total, they scored 2 baskets in the third quarter. Nuggets outscored them 30-9.
Jesus.
In the period. Jamal Murray had 11 in the quarter. Fourth quarter, a little shaky. Hornets got a little hot. Nuggets bench was not good. Michael Porter Jr. only came back into this game when there were 4 minutes left. Somehow, while the Hornets were mounting this comeback. But in the end, the good team won, the bad team lost. The Nuggets edged the Hornets 102-95. 3-0 on the road trip. Nice little winning streak coming up, heading into Christmas Day. Successful road trip all in all. What's your big takeaway?
Yeah, this is their 4th win in a row. Should have been their 8th win in a row, if not for that ridiculous ending to the Thunder game. The Nuggets are clicking. I mean, that game was not a great game, but that was the second night of a back-to-back. There's no one Nugget had a great night. Probably Michael Porter Jr. had the best night of the Nuggets.
He led them in scoring, 22 points.
But he didn't. I mean, he didn't have a perfect night by any stretch. But they got it done, man. They figured it out. Like, it was looking like it was going to be the full trap game. Like the Hornets had, they haven't played in 3 days, I think, and the Nuggets played last night, and that it looked like it early on. The Hornets had life. They were blocking every goddamn shot, and but in the end, the better team figured it out. That's what happens. Like, there's a lot of games in this season, and they're not all pretty, but as long as you get a W, it's all you can ask for.
There are a lot of games like this in the season. There just are.
There are, dude. Yeah.
Like, there are 5 games like this at least in the season where you just go and you're like, well, they got the win.
That's why we need to spice it up with a mid-season tournament.
That's a great idea. I'm going to talk to Adam Silver about that. What's your big takeaway, Dev?
Big takeaway is there are going to be some ugly wins, and thank the basketball gods for that third quarter tonight. Like, that's how you really flip a switch and turn it on, put it all together. And if they could get addicted to that brand of basketball, that's when they're at their best. That's when you look like the best team. Like, you're going to go and win the championship again. Getting it all going. That was not only the starters, but the bench came in and took care of business. The starters came, off of a very bad first half and got it together. But when they're on that style of basketball, there's nobody that can beat them. So they got to get more of that type of play if they really want to do this again.
Yeah, man. And they have. Like, there has been a switch that has been flipped since, I don't know, December 15th, if I had to choose a random date on the calendar.
Just randomly picking a date in the calendar when it might have shifted.
This is what the Nuggets do every year. This is what they do every year. But, this is the first year that they're the reigning champions, and it's cool to... They clearly have the same level of confidence that we do, that it's going to work out in their favor.
Yeah. Jamal Murray had an interesting quote recently after one of the Nuggets' latest wins where he said, it was really the first time I've heard a player acknowledge that the feeling heading into every game and during every game is different this year. And he said, look, we're the hunted and everybody's coming for us now, and it feels different.
Yeah.
It feels different during a game after you're coming off a championship and everybody gets up to play you.
Yep.
There's just a different tone of every game. And he was really the first guy I can remember that's acknowledged that this season. But you felt that watching these games too. Yeah. And the Nuggets just took care of business tonight. They're 21-10 on the season. They're above 500 on the road. Not every team can say that. They're 11-2 at home. They're third in the West right now. I predict, in a month or so, they'll be first in the West.
I made that very prediction just last night. In 1 month, they will retake the lead.
Yeah. My main takeaway from tonight is along those same lines. The Nuggets, look, they went 3-0 on this road trip. They didn't play any amazing teams. They played the Raptors, the Nets, and the Hornets. But look, man, anytime you go 3-0 on a road trip, that's an amazing result.
On the East Coast?
East Coast road trip, some of these cities tough to get up for back to back. It's an awesome result. Going 3-0 on a road trip is great. You take that every single time, no matter how ugly it is. So that's my positive takeaway. My negative takeaway.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
I'm watching Reggie Jackson closely right now.
Oh, no. Is he on Bust Watch?
He's on Harry Watch.
He's not on bust watch. Reggie Jackson's been incredible this season.
Yeah.
He's been so incredible
Right.
that I think we know it might be a little unrealistic to expect him to play as well as he did through the Nuggets' first 30 games for the rest of the season. He had a rough game tonight, 1-9 shooting. He's had a couple of these, 4-13 shooting against Brooklyn the other night, 3 of 10 against Oklahoma City, 2 of 8 against Houston a couple weeks ago. He's starting to filter in some of the bad shooting games more and more. And I think it's expected. I'm not panicking about it, but it does make me worry for the second unit a little bit. If Reggie Jackson isn't playing amazing basketball, what does that mean for the second unit? What does that mean for the bench if they don't have Reggie Jackson leading them, being the focal point on offense, being able to apply pressure at the rim, just being somebody who the defense actually has to game plan for? How does that affect the bench? And I just think the Nuggets should be ready for him regressing a little bit to the mean.
Yeah, really the big thing about it is just that he's missing shots right now.
He's missing the same shots he made.
Yup.
Which was
Couple
also,
weeks ago.
they were also some really tough shots.
Yep.
So you just need a few of them to fall, but everyone looks good when they're knocking down shots. But how this team is playing right now, they look for him to be the offense. They look for him to be able to want that gets him going because he is the playmaker for that group, but also the shot creator and maker for the team. The good thing is that they're not missing that right now. Like, because they're so focused on the defensive end, they can lock in on that point that when his shot starts to come back, he's going to look like himself.
Yeah.
He went 1 of 9 tonight. If he makes, 4 more of those shots, we're going to say this is a good Reggie night.
Yeah.
So I do think that he's getting back to the means, but also it's just that the shot is not falling, and that happens for everybody. Jamal goes through these lows. Jokic goes through these. He's not opposite of that. He's going to go through those as well, and this is just his time. But I still like that he's still staying aggressive, that he's still, grabbing the rebound, still running the offense and things like that. You just want some shots to fall.
Yeah, I would guess that this is what year in the league is this for him?
Like 13, 14.
I bet the man's tired. Like a long road trip. I'm sure he feels it in his
12
legs a little
to be,
bit.
right.
Like he's not a young guy. You can't
Right.
expect for him to be as dynamic and powerful every single night. And it's like fortuitous for him that he's found himself in a position where he is like the most important player on the bench. But like that's not a great situation that like a 13, 14-year vet is the guy that we're counting on to stir the drink that is the bench, especially on the offensive side. So I don't know. I mean, the bench is going to be a work in progress. It's going to be a topic of conversation we have the entire season.
Yeah.
Yesterday, or in coming into this game, we couldn't stop talking about P-Watt, like his offensive growth and like what he's able to do. He scores 2 points tonight. Like
We missed that bet.
dude. It's just like what are you going to do, man? This is just what it is. Like your bench is your bench because it's like not your best players. So that sometimes they're bad. That's how it goes in the NBA.
Yeah.
But we got the dub. So what are you going to do?
We got the dub. Reggie Jackson. He's been incredible this season. He's been my favorite story about this team, but he's been playing a little bit like above what
Way
is
above.
realistic to expect from him. So I still think he'll probably be fine the rest of the season. It's just something I'm monitoring. Let's hit a break. A lot more to get to from this game. Then in segment 3, we're going to play a game of naughty or nice.
Oh, the old classic.
Who's been naughty? Who's been nice?
Can I
this
just say
year?
it? Dev's been naughty, dude.
Has he?
It's that vote. Vote is the naughty
Dev came
one.
out. Dev said that Reggie Jackson was the lock. And tell me that's not naughty.
I guess I've been naughty.
Guys, it's important to start saving for college early, and you can do that with College Invest. You need a plan just in case your child doesn't land a basketball scholarship or something.
Mine's landing one.
Is he?
He doesn't exist, but probably.
Is he going to be the next Ish Smith?
Yes. He's like his father.
College Invest, they make it super easy with flexible savings plans for everybody. It's important to start this process early. You know, you don't want to be panicking when your kid's about to go to college and wondering how you're going to pay for it. You'll benefit from a Colorado tax deduction as well. And savings can also be used for trade schools and apprenticeships nationwide as well. So if you're interested, open your account at collegeinvest.org. They make it super easy for you. They walk you through the whole process. collegeinvest.org. It's important to start saving early. You also get a Colorado tax deduction as well. A lot of great benefits to doing this ahead of time and getting ahead of the process. collegeinvest.org. Go there to open up your account today. Also want to tell you guys to check out AG1. Woo. AG1.
If you want your strength back.
I need it, man. I'm going to need it.
Just like AG, man.
Yeah. The best time to drink AG1 is in the morning, before working out, before making your coffee, before starting your day. Just 1 cup of it in a cup of water, bottle of water every single day.
Put in some eggnog. We'll be festive.
Why not? First thing in the morning.
Y'all are naughty.
That was a little naughty. That was a naughty suggestion.
No matter what type of diet you're on, if you're keto, if you're vegetarian, gluten-free, no matter what you're on, AG1 works with that. It's a comprehensive solution and what you need from your supplement routine. Check out AG1. Get 5 free travel packs of AG1 with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/nuggets. drinkag1.com/nuggets. Check it out for yourself. You'll be hooked instantly. All right, back here on the DNVR Nuggets post-game lounge presented by Bet365. Never ordinary.
Dev's reading the comments.
Shout out, bro.
What are the comments saying?
My laugh reminds Bang 4 of a heavy-set Mongolian man's laugh.
That's very
but
specific.
He said, shout out, bro.
That's very specific.
And his name is Bang 4.
Listen, it's the holiday season. It's time for spreading cheer.
Somebody who spread some cheer tonight was Michael Porter Jr. Team high 22 points. He scored more than Nikola Jokic tonight. He scored more than Jamal Murray. 8 of those came in the first quarter. He was hot in the first quarter tonight. And I sent out a tweet after that first quarter. It says, Michael Porter Jr. scored 8 points in the first. How many does he finish with? And everybody was in on the joke. You know, the joke, of course, is that Michael Porter never gets the ball after he has a hot start to a game. He got the ball, I think, a fair amount over the second, third, and fourth quarters. I was surprised with how much he got the ball because it usually doesn't happen that way. And he winds up 8 of 14 from the floor, 5 of 8 from 3. Definitely could have gotten more shots, but I think it was a small step in the right direction. Again, like I mentioned in the fast recap, Michael Malone did not go back to him until there were like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I felt like that actually hurt the Nuggets when the Hornets were making the comeback and Denver just didn't have his shooting threat on the floor. But I'll take it as a small victory that the Nuggets looked for him, specifically coming out of halftime after he had that good first half. I'll take that as a small win tonight.
I don't know if this is a Michael Porter Jr. thing or if it's a Nugget thing, but he's the one guy that I feel like he might not ever have a 50-point game.
No.
It's just impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's scorching hot.
Yeah.
Either he's going to make so many shots and they stop giving it to him, or he's just going to stop making shots.
Because
you
there's
feel
a
the
certain
blend.
amount of touches you need for a 50-point game.
Dude, it's an unwritten rule. Like, when Kyrie was so mad that Jamal almost scored 50 because the game was over, like, if Michael Porter Jr. scores 50 under any circumstances, it breaks an unwritten rule. They'd rocket the ball into the crowd.
This was a game, like, I was kind of frustrated with both him and the team because I'm like, he's so hot. Give him the ball every single time and just let him lead you to victory, especially against a team like the Hornets. This was never in jeopardy. They were not playing well, but it was never in jeopardy that you're like, hey, there's a guy that's scorching hot. Let him shoot it every single time.
Yeah.
All of the, really good teams, they have a guy that can do that. I feel like if Jamal gets hot, he gets the ball every time.
Well, he has the ball.
Yeah, he has the ball. If Jokic gets hot, he has the ball every time. MPJ, I feel like they did feed him in this game, and he just stopped making shots. They're like, okay, we're not going to let him keep missing shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, but he was hot early. He was hot early. So, like, he's one of those guys that he's going to get hot, and then he's not going to get hot, and then he's going to get hot, and he's not. So maybe there's just not a 50 ball in his future, but this was a good game for him. To go 5 of 8 from the three-point line, to let the ball, fill your hands and you to shoot the piss out of it. You love that. So I love when Michael Porter Jr. gets hot, and this was a Mike, type of game.
Yeah, especially because Jamal didn't quite have it going. Jokic had a weird game. Like it's such an early season Jokic game.
Yeah, this was a BJ Jokic game.
This was
tonight,
a BJ
before
game.
Jokmas.
Yeah. I thought you just meant it sucked.
Well,
yeah, dude. It was just a weird game. It was a weird game by a lot of people, but that's like the beauty of the construction of the Denver Nuggets is that like there are guys that are hungry and wanting and waiting for their shot every night. Like there's not a night where that I can remember us like really making sure that KCP gets going. There's Julian Strawther. I mean, it's just like Mike is always waiting in the wings and able to get hot, and they'll feed him the ball, but they won't force him the ball.
Yeah.
But it's okay, man. Like they won the game. You know what I mean? Like that's just the construction of the Nuggets is now so rock solid in everybody's understanding. It's like you've got the 2-man game, and then if somebody else is kind of going, like you can allow them to cook a little bit, but they're never going to be the centerpiece.
right.
And if you're upset by that, like you're probably still going to get a championship ring.
Yeah, not a bad consolation prize for being upset about it.
No, so
Yeah.
whatever.
What you guys think of Nikola Jokic's game tonight? 18 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, on-board double. He was sitting on 9 assists for most of the fourth quarter. 8 of 14 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3. He fouled out in this game, actually. You rarely see Nikola Jokic foul out.
I know.
I always applaud him because he's actually very good at playing defense without fouling out. And especially in big games and playoff games, I think a lot of Jokic's strategy on defense is just get to the second half, get to the fourth quarter, not in foul trouble. So I can actually play really effective defense there. But he did foul out tonight. What did you guys just think of his game?
So hard.
That's actually a good response.
I
Yeah.
know,
That's about
Dev's
correct.
posture, the way he approached that question, exactly how the Nuggets
Yeah.
approach this
Really,
game.
it's hard because, again, it's the second night of it back tonight, 18, 10, and 9. We used to be stoked about these type of performances. Like, this was, special.
We used to dream of days like
We
this.
used to dream of but now we have come accustomed to him being so good. And also just how the league is going, other guys would have probably tried to put up 45 points on the Hornets
Which
with
other
Richards
guys?
as the center.
Which other centers are you referring to?
Rudy Gobert.
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Really, he would have tried to go nuclear against this type of...
I think he did.
And stats is
2
the
weeks
name of the
ago.
game. So you hate to see that it was only an 18, 10, and 9 game, but that's a damn near triple-double.
Oh, it's a beautiful. If anybody else on the team turned that in, they would be on the thumbnail. They'd be the first. If Michael Porter Jr. did that, we'd be like, "Get Mike the Rock."
18. If Michael Porter Jr. had 18, 10, and 9, we had a whole segment about him leveling up as a passer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
sure.
also...
It'd be a
it's-
storyline for 3 weeks.
Point Mike? Question mark.
But also, that's the difference between Embiid and Jokic.
Yeah.
Embiid has to do those against these type of teams. They rely on him so much. They need him so much. This was a game that Jokic was just kind of not another guy, but just, he wasn't the focal point of the offense. He tied for second most shots on the team, in this game. Other guys got it going, and he's okay with that. He's fine with other people shining and getting that. Although, honestly, he could go for 35. This could have been a 35 triple-double for him.
Yeah.
And we would have been like, oh, what another incredible game. But he's just like, hey, it's the second night of a back-to-back. Things are just fine. I'm playing a lot of games. I'm going to be chill, and then I'm going to go home. I'm going to hit the showers a little bit early, too.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good game, but it's just not the Jokic games that we're accustomed to. But maybe this is what we need to start seeing. Maybe they're just not going to need him as much right now.
Yeah. I think, like, this is part of what can anger some Nuggets fans about Nikola Jokic. Because when Joel Embiid goes up against the Charlotte Hornets, he's going to get 40 or 50. And he's trying for 40 or 50. When Nikola Jokic goes up against the Charlotte Hornets, he's doing what he needs to do to win the game.
Yeah. Anger is the wrong word.
Frustrated, yeah, is probably the better word. But and I think when you see those two things happen, you've got to know that Nikola Jokic has the long game in mind always.
Yes.
He's not trying to tire himself out against the Charlotte Hornets on a back-to-back in December on the road. And, you know, he, like Dev said, has other things that are his focus that night other than just his personal individual scoring. No, he wants to get Jamal and Michael Porter Jr. going. He wants to get Aaron Gordon some easy buckets. Their approaches, Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, and their mindsets coming into games like this couldn't be more different.
It's so true.
But I think how Jokic approaches it is part of the beauty about him.
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's just, and I think probably the way that third quarter went, the ineptitude that the Hornets put on display, not being able to score under any circumstances for 9/10 of a quarter, like Jokic was like, okay, I don't have to do it. I can just I don't have to do it.
And he turned it on that third quarter, and look what
turned
happened.
it on enough. Yeah, like if you don't get what Jokic is about yet, like you never will. He's a winner. He's a champion. He is intelligent in every way that he goes about it. He's savvy. He's slick. He's like all things. And Joel Embiid, to bring that up because you brought it up, like a player like Joel Embiid is like looking to make his mark still, and Jokic is minted. Like he doesn't need to prove himself anymore. He doesn't need to prove that he's the MVP and like make sure that Richard Jefferson gets it and that they're talking about it. And JJ Redick has clips about whether or not he's the most dominant, best player in the world. Like Joel Embiid still like desperately needs that because his actual resume is like still very much in question, and he gets clowned all the time for it. So he's just like, I'm going to score as much as I can every single night. That's it. That's what people want to see. So I'm going to give it to him. Jokic is just like, I'm going to win another championship.
Right. And that's exactly right. By now, Nikola Jokic has mastered how to pace himself and conduct himself and run a team during the regular season. He's mastered that.
Yep.
After last year, he knows exactly how he needs to play during each part of a regular season, so he's in best position to deliver the Nuggets another championship, and that does not include trying to get 50 points against the Hornets in December. No. He knows part of the season is about getting himself going. He knows another big part of the season is about getting Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. going. He knows another part is about getting
getting through a game.
Getting through a game, building the bench's confidence up, letting others have their moment. All those pieces are, so crucial to building, in the right direction through a regular season, and he's mastered that by now. So you got to have your full trust in him that he's approaching these games the right way, and I think he is.
If you don't have trust in Nikola Jokic, like just don't watch. I mean, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't watch. I mean, you're going to be disappointed all the time.
Yeah. Jamal Murray, 20 points for him tonight. He had a big third quarter when the Nuggets had that ridiculous run, that 25-1 run. I believe he had 11 in the third, and he was a big part of that run. I think the Nuggets got like 17 consecutive stops.
Well, like stops is a stretch also. Like the Hornets had 25 consecutive or 17 consecutive misses.
Yeah, that might be a better way to say it. Jamal's night, though, I mean, he's coming off maybe his best game of the season in Brooklyn when he had 32 and 9. He has 20 points, 12 rebounds tonight. 5 assists, just 1 turnover. The theme of the Nuggets not turning the ball over, still going strong. A big part of that is Jamal Murray, who is taking great care of the ball this season. His turnovers are down under 2 per game. What did you guys think of Jamal's night?
I think it was a pretty good game from him, honestly. Yeah. There's not many nights that Jamal is leading the Nuggets in rebounds. I don't even know if that ever happens. That's a little crazy. And it's not that Jokic wasn't out there rebounding. Like, Jamal is actually working hard, and this is the second night of a back-to-back. He's also very aggressive right now. Like, I really feel like he went into try-hard mode in this game. He came out a little bit lackadaisical. They did not think that the Hornets was going to give him a challenge. And then they got challenged. They went down, and it was like Jamal was like, hey, give it to me. I'm going to get us there. I'm going to be the one that scores. Especially when he started to see other guys weren't being as aggressive. He's like, okay, I'm going to take it there. Yeah, he might have, overshot sometimes, but that's what you have to take with Jamal. He's going to over-dribble at times. He's going to overshoot at times because he's trying to make things happen. It's not at the same ways that it used to be, but, I think that it's great that he's trying to make things happen, and other guys are feeding off of that because they know, because this has been their point guard for so many years. They understand how Jamal's going to come. You don't see the frustration eye rolls. You don't see anybody, upset if they get missed. They kind of understand who Jamal is. So he has a good gauge on the team, and right now I think he's just under control.
Yeah. It was like a decent Jamal game. Good in the third quarter. Okay.
He kind of had a Jokic type of game.
They both did. This is like the most second night of a back-to-back ass game I've ever seen. They were sluggish. They had just enough. They turned it on just enough in the third quarter to jet out ahead, and then they were just went back and coasted out and just held on for dear life. Jamal was decent. You grade him on a curve on a night like tonight, both he and Jokic. So from that standpoint, it was probably a good Jamal game. Yeah. Considering that he's still assuredly not fully in shape, not fully in killer shape at least. I'm sure that his legs were a little tired, whatever, but he battled through, and he missed shots, but everybody missed shots. So that's good, man. Jamal's he's really rounding into form. It's coming back. He's not forcing it too much. He's not wildly inefficient on any night. So it's you can see it, man. You can see it. The streak is we're in the middle of the streak, but you don't realize how big this thing's gonna be.
You can feel a big game coming from Jamal, I feel like.
Yeah.
I can kind of sense a signature Jamal game coming. Maybe it comes on Christmas in 2 days. But the best part about Jamal's night was probably that he played 33 minutes.
Yeah.
And this is after he played 34 minutes last night against the Nets. He's played 30-plus minutes in 3 straight games. He's definitely off the minute restriction now. He's fully healthy. This is the real start of Jamal Murray's season, it feels like.
Yep.
Past the injuries, hamstring, ankle, past all that, it feels like he's now on the runway, speeding up, about ready to take off.
Yeah, what do you say? This is Jamalica? Jamanica?
I appreciate it, but Hanukkah's over, man.
Well, that's the point. It's after we're BJ again, or AJ again, after Jamanica.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon, 14 points for him tonight. I don't have a lot of notes about AG's night. He did go 4 or 5 from the line, which is another nice development.
Which is incredible.
He's been hitting his free throws lately. He went 8 of 9 from the line the other night against Brooklyn. And off the bench, KCP had 4 blocks tonight, 2 steals.
Whoa.
Dude, this is a weird.
This is a defensive game. He has to get the DPOG.
It's a Munder, bro. We didn't even mention Zamunder yet.
We did not mention it's a Munder. Second Munder of the season.
Freaking Munder, bro.
First Munder since one of the first games of the year against OKC.
I don't think I've ever seen more blocks in a single game.
I know.
The Nuggets got blocked 400 times in the first half.
The Nuggets actually finished with more blocks than the Hornets.
What?
Yeah, 13 to 11.
This was like your DMs, huh?
Block. No, just empty.
AG was really good in the first half. He was really active and keeping Denver in it. Even when things started to look down, he was aggressive. I don't feel like he did much at all in the second half offensively, but he was engaged defensively, and people did not get things going. That third quarter was great for everybody, of course, but he made sure that his guy was not getting anything going.
Yeah.
Who was on Aaron Gordon? Was that Jamal? Did they make the switch? Sorry, not on Gordon
Jamal.
Hayward.
Jamal, I think, was at times.
Jamal,
they kind of moved him around.
I think
They put
Jamal
him-
started the game on Gordon Hayward because they put KCP on
Hayward
their
had
Smith.
nothing in the second half. Miles Bridges did not get going in the second half. Whoever was like those defensive matchups, I'm guessing AG had to be part of that.
Yeah, he was.
That changed some things. Like,
Yeah.
so they had to be super engaged in the second half for them to not score at all. And again, this was a Monday because of that big third quarter, and that has to go with the starters. AG and KCP they were awesome defensively.
Yeah.
Nuggets are ninth in defense,
Top 10?
top 10. They still probably got to be like top 1 or 2, I think, for KCP to get first team all defense.
Yeah, I feel like that campaign has lost a little steam.
Yeah, we got to bring it back though. 4 blocks, 2 steals.
As
was
a
good,
guard.
man.
Who is he? Wembanyama?
Well, you mean you got hurt for no reason? The KCP, yeah, down the stretch, that's when it showed the biggest, was in the moments that counted the most, which is like what you want out of an actual like defensive player of the year kind of player. Like when it was actually like confusingly close down the line,
Yeah.
KCP had like 3 or 4 like big defensive moments.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So yeah, let's bring it back. Hashtag DPOY.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever figure out what
KCPDOY?
We got to get KCP on
God, we have
first
so-
team. Got to get P-Watt on second
We
team.
have to workshop so many hashtags.
I know. All rookie Strother.
All rookie straw. Yeah, young straw. All right, whatever. We'll workshop it, man.
that.
It's Christmas, so we're
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
working
We're
yet.
going to workshop it.
Speaking of Julian Strother, he was one of 2 Nuggets in double figures off the bench tonight. 10 points. He hit 2 threes. Christian Brown had 11 points and 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. I mean, all in all, this was a nice game from Christian Brown. He kind of picked up the bench scoring when, Reggie didn't have it tonight. He went 1-9. P-Watt didn't really have much offense tonight, but he did get a block.
Okay.
We did hit that bet.
We got that one bet, yeah.
Yeah.
He did not get his three-pointer.
21, 23, 25 bench points. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, you need your bench to step up on second night of back-to-backs for sure.
They didn't
And
really.
The good and bad thing about Denver is you never know who's going to step up. They have so many guys that can step up. You do want it to be consistent, like that you just know who it's going to be. But they have other guys that can step up, and Christian Brown was the guy in this one. Downhill the entire time.
Yep.
When everybody else had dead legs, he didn't. He made sure that his impact was felt on that end of the floor, but also he got it going on both ends, and you could just tell that he was fresh and ready to like carry them, and that's what you're supposed to do as a bench guy. Bring
as a young
energy
pla-
to the team, and a young player. Bring that energy. Make sure that everyone else follows you on nights that they don't have it. So you got to tip your hat to Christian Brown in this one. We've been having a lot of discussions about if Peyton Watson has been playing better than him. This was a game that Christian Brown clearly won.
I know, dude. We were saying Christian Brown definitely was like, did I lose Harrison? Like, I gotta have a long talk with the man in the mirror. Like, what am I doing? I lost my biggest fan.
D-line, I'm just holding him to a high standard.
That's it.
As you should. Listen, no one holds it against you. We're just holding it against him. Christian Brown, great rebound. You're back in the positive win camp. Although we talked about this last night, neither of you were here because it's not a back-to-back for you two. Back-to-back for me.
Yes. Thank you so much for really just
I
slaving
gotta tell you,
through this
I
one
have
for
heavy
us.
legs. My legs are heavy.
Yeah.
But I'm
Like-
carrying this bench unit here, no problem.
If you look at stats only, like this was a crazy Christian Brown game. 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
That's a crazy game.
And like 3 near charges, but they were called blocks.
But yeah, like what I was gonna say is that last night we were talking
We'll take
about
that.
how Christian Brown is like he's like
He's
on
plateauing slightly.
but he's playing on the edge of out of control.
Oh, that, yeah.
Like he's going so downhill that you wonder if he has brakes and he can like pull up in the end. Like there's been of late like a lot of like block charge moments where you're like,
I think part of it is like he doesn't have a ton of moves. He doesn't have very deep bag, but he does know he's probably maybe stronger than the guy he's going against, so he knows he can just muscle through that guy.
He doesn't have like a wide bag, but he's got a big bag full of rocks. Just smash it in.
All right, let's hit another break. A lot more to get to on the other side. We'll definitely go around the association tonight. A lot of interesting games on the docket. We'll
One
get
of the
to
games,
that after this.
Naughty or nice.
Guys, if you're looking for maybe tickets for Nuggets Warriors Christmas Day,
Okay.
check out the Game Time app. Use code DNVR. If you're a new user, you're going to get $20 off. Let me look at the Game Time app, see what we got here. Nuggets Warriors Christmas Day. Cheapest ticket, $74. I mean, it's an expensive ticket. Christmas Day games, that's a marquee
We
game.
live in a new era. We
Yeah.
live in the golden era. You gotta, the Nuggets have leveled up. You gotta level up with them.
But if you want lower level, you can get them for $161 each. $161 each
And
on
just,
Game Time.
And just an FYI, they're going to dismantle the Warriors on Christmas.
Yes, they're going to crush the Warriors. So it could be a fun night at Ball Arena. Game Time, they got these great last-minute price drops. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code DNVR for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account, redeem code DNVR for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. You can get Nuggets Warriors, Broncos, Patriots. Dev?
Don't even give
Dev?
him.
Yeah,
Do not
I'm
give
going.
him-
I'm going.
You're
Yeah,
going.
like any good Broncos fan, he's going to see the Broncos play on Christmas Eve with the
I'm
rest of the
actually
Bronco fans.
contemplating if I'm going. It's cold. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, it will be cold. If
so
you are
soft.
going,
Are
you
you
might,
going?
you might want to wear some Hestra gloves, though.
Yes.
I think so.
Hestra gloves will keep your hands warm no matter what you're doing. If you're going to watch Broncos Patriots, or if you're doing some projects around the house, some do-it-yourself projects, some
find
yard
yourself
work.
cheering for Bailey Zappi, unfortunately, because you made bad choices in life.
Go to hestrajob.us, use the code DNVRJOB, DNVRJOB, get 40% off through tonight, December 23rd.
Get on it.
Last day to take advantage of this offer, 40% off Hestra gloves. These are the best gloves you'll find. They're not ski gloves. They're not like, these are work gloves.
Yeah,
they're
they're-
gloves that everybody needs to have around the house. Great for do-it-yourself jobs. Great for yard work, construction, landscaping, anything you need gloves for. Hestra Gloves has your back. Use the code DNVR4 to get 40% off your next purchase through tonight, December 23rd.
Get on it.
All right, back here on the DNVR Nuggets Winners Lounge, presented by Bet365 Never Ordinary. Let's play a game, guys.
What kind of game are we gonna play?
Let's play a game of naughty or nice.
Naughty or nice? See, look at it. Look what I did there, Dev.
Yeah, am I the nice one? Because
You're
he
nice.
looks like, look, he
He's in a
got
bag of
coal
coal.
around him and
He's a
black
bag
all
of
around
coal.
him.
You look at it. You want to see what else I did?
Yeah.
Painted that mustache on.
Is that a new edit?
Yep. New edit just dropped.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Vote is naughty.
That's why he's in a
I mean,
bag of coal,
obviously,
dude.
look at the graphic.
He's in a bag
I
of
ain't need a
coal.
graphic to know that.
All right, guys, who's been naughty or nice? Tiff, give us our first contestant.
Okay.
I have no idea what order these coming are in. Oh, Draymond Green! Draymond Green.
That is a naughty boy.
Has he been naughty or nice?
Are we
Dude.
have to tell you if Draymond Green has been naughty or nice?
Yes, you have to tell me.
If Draymond came in my grandma's house, she would be like, "Go get the switch.
Well, that's naughty.
Go get the switch."
He has to cut his own switch.
What? That was the punishment. You got to choose your own.
You have to
switch.
go out into the
and
yard
it better
and
be
get
a
your
good
own
switch. Or you
switch.
got to go choose a better switch.
That
So
is
you can't go after the
Damn.
little
That
small
is
one.
straight childhood psychological warfare,
It's
and I'm
not
here
right.
for it.
It's not right.
Draymond Green, cut a switch. You've been
Draymond
naughty.
Green definitely been naughty.
That's a naughty boy. I'm not gonna lie.
Very
to you.
naughty
He
this year.
punching people.
Yeah.
He's choking people out.
Choking, he's doing everything.
He thinks he's on WWE.
The greatest thing is that Dwayne, who I share an office with, is not fully versed in the NBA and all of the things going on. So he didn't know what Draymond Green was all about. So I got the opportunity to invite him into the world of Draymond Green. And
All you
what-
got to do is show him a highlight tape.
I saw that's what I did, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's bad. He's like he's a disaster."
All right, who's our next contestant here? Julian Strother.
Man, look at him. He's an angel, man.
I
That's
know.
a nice kid. He's gonna get whatever he wants on that list.
He will get whatever
Oh,
he
he's
wants for
getting a PS5.
Christmas.
He
Easy.
looks like the type that like makes Santa Claus cookies.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Puts him
sure.
out perfectly under the tree. Leaves
Absolutely.
some milk also.
He wakes up like, you said I didn't eat the cookies.
Legitimately upset.
Yeah, dude. And he actually is probably going to go out and have one of those Lexuses in his driveway with a big bow on top.
He would. He would be that guy.
He's been very nice.
Julian Strawther, very nice this
What a
year.
rookie, dude. He's the only rookie that plays, and he just gets mixed up into the concept of the bench. Dude, he's a rookie.
I know. You forget he's a rookie a lot of times.
Peyton
Yeah.
Watson was a rookie last year, barely played, didn't have near the impact that Julian Strawther is having in his first year. It's amazing. It's kind of getting glossed over how impactful he's been.
Yeah. All right. Who else has been naughty or nice? Let's see here. Oh, Reggie Jackson. He's been nice.
What, are we talking about the last 2 games?
Just the whole year.
He's had a little bit of a naughty streak.
Actually, if we're thinking about the whole year, he was naughty, then nice, now naughty again.
How does that equal? So where does he, in the end, he's nice though, right?
He's nice.
Okay.
Overall, he's had a nice year.
Yeah, I think that you just tell him like, hey, you only get 2 gifts, but you make sure that he gets a Christmas. So
Yeah.
like he hasn't been too naughty, but he hasn't been too nice. He's like really in the middle. But he's having such a good year that you try to forget the bad times. So these are like those like false like punishments.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you don't turn it around, you're not gonna get Christmas this year. You wake up and you have all
You get
your
Christmas.
presents every single time.
All right, who else we got?
Let's see.
Let's run through these.
Oh,
Musa Dogger.
bro. First off, obviously naughty, but I didn't know who this guy was.
Yeah.
He's made a name for himself by being so naughty, dude.
He actually
that's a naughty
returned
guy.
from his quiet, nobody talk about it suspension tonight, and he was reffing a game.
You kick
This is a
anybody out?
bad boy.
Very naughty.
He done pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah.
And when you're that bad, they got to start taking pay cuts. I mean, you got to get a pay cut. They was not putting him on things. I'm glad that you had the Musa watch.
Yeah.
Because he was not able to get paid.
Yeah, you're right.
Because of his decision that he had. So I hope that now he has learned from his mistakes.
Yeah. Who else we got? Josh Giddey.
Whoa! Next,
I don't even want
let's
to talk
leave
about
that
this,
one
man.
alone.
I mean, it's been a little naughty, you know?
We don't know.
Allegedly.
He's naughty until proven nice. Or nice until proven naughty.
Who else we got? Let's run through a couple more. Trevor Ariza.
What?
Who said Gilbert Arenas is a better player than Nikola Jokic?
I mean,
Trevor said that?
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Did you
He's not
guys
even
not see
nice
this?
or not. No, I didn't see
He was
this.
on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
He's just trying to make a name for
Shannon
himself.
Sharp asked him, who's the better second round pick? And he said Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, I did see that.
Gilbert
I just thought he
Arenas.
was high, for sure. I was just like, hey,
he's just waiting for Jokic to bring a gun into the locker room, and then he'll leapfrog him in the mind of
there's not
Trevor
anything
Ariza.
that Gilbert Arenas is better at, though. That's the craziest part. You're just saying anything at this point.
Yeah.
And he forgot. Also, they was like kind of trying to remind him. He's like, hey, come on, man, change your mind. He's
And,
like, no, I'm not
Jokic
going to
is-
do it.
Jokic is yet to do a podcast. He allegedly is doing with
Allegedly,
Jr. But I
a
guarantee
podcast
he'll
is-
be better at podcasting than Gilbert Arenas also when
But
that
also,
finally happens.
did Trevor Ariza like really play against Jokic?
No.
No.
So he doesn't get to know how like special of a player he is. There's
I
probably a
mean,
lot of people
he
that are like
can
that
watch
dude's
him
not
on
that
TV.
good.
Yeah, he could pay attention to the basketball or whatever.
Yeah.
Man,
All right,
that's
let's
naughty.
do one more.
Okay.
P-Watt.
Dude, this is about as nice as it
So
gets.
nice.
He's helping NBA grandmothers cross the street.
Yeah,
You're right. He and Julian Strawther are getting together. They're baking cookies together.
he's like one of those like shockingly good, like nice kids. He probably
Yeah.
has like he would probably had all silver caps, ate a lot of candy, no curfew.
Do you think
even though he's a
him-
badass kid, but he's so nice of a person. This is a nice story
So
for him.
nice.
He's playing so well.
So do we
right
think
now.
him and Julian and Christian are all getting together in one of their apartments and,
Oh.
baking cookies?
Dude, they are
having
100
a nice Christmas dinner, doing a little
They got a white elephant.
present exchange.
They're decorating one gingerbread house together, like a multi-story.
They're all
It's-
putting their own. They're all bringing different ornaments to one Christmas tree and all putting them on one at a time.
so nice. Couldn't be more nice.
All right, let's hit another break. On the other side, we'll go around the association. A lot of great games in the association tonight. Can't wait to get to those.
I can't either.
Guys, at Bet365, they're never ordinary, and when you use code DNVR365 at sign up, you can take advantage of some of their great offers. First off, you can get deposit $10, and you can choose between two of their offers they got going on. Their first bet safety net, where you can place a bet up to $1,000, and if your qualifying bet loses, you receive a matched refund in bonus bets, or you can bet and get an offer and place a bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. Both of those things when you use code DNVR365 at sign up. Download the Bet365 app. Sign up with code DNVR365. Bet along with us. That's where we get all our odds. That's where we place all our bets in the pregame shows, on the watch-alongs. It's the best way to bet with us. Must be 21 plus and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Also, shout out to Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer of DNVR. And the beer of the month here at the DNVR bar is the Christmas Ale. Get it for $6 all December long, all month long. Breck Brew has a beer for any occasion. Nuggets game, Broncos game, Christmas party,
Post Winners Lounge,
post Winners Lounge, whatever the occasion is, Breck Brew has a beer for all of those. Check out the Breck Brew beer locator on their website. Type in your zip code. It shows you exactly where to get Breckenridge Brewery. Breck Brew is the official beer of DNVR. All right. Back here on the Winners Lounge presented by Bet365, Never Ordinary.
You know what I have to say, Harrison?
What's up?
You're so nice.
Thank you.
What a nice.
You're nice as well.
Thanks.
You are nice as well.
All right, let's leave it right there. Just the two of us.
What the fuck?
Just two nice guys.
Dev, you're nice. You're nice
fine,
as well.
Fine, you're nice, Dev. Is
You're
that what
nice.
you want? Yeah,
You're nice.
he's it.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Let's go around the association as we wrap up on this Saturday night Winners Lounge. Superstar Dev, tell me what's going on in the league.
So to start us out, the Bucks get their 7th straight win with a win over the Knicks, 130-111. In this game, Giannis had 28 points. Bobby Portis had 23. Damian Lillard, Malik Beasley are two guys that we knew. Had 19 points.
do know
and
them.
Chris Middleton had 20 points. So everybody was scoring over there. On the other side of things, Julius Randle had 26 points. Jalen Brunson had 36. Just not a lot of scoring from Milwaukee.
I was going to say, it's going to be interesting what happens with the Knicks because they just lost Mitchell Robinson for the season. They're now starting Isaiah Hartenstein, but I wonder if they could sell off a couple of their pieces, mainly Quentin Grimes. Your boy.
My boy, dude. We'll take him, dude. I'm still.
You identified him in the draft, famously.
My guys, Quentin Grimes, Tari Eason.
Yep. Called
Desmond
him too.
Bane.
Called him. Peyton Watson. Wait, no, you didn't.
Did not call Peyton Watson. I don't have any big misses, I'd say.
Yeah, you're a flawless record in the draft.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, listen, you said it, but
EL is correct. The Clippers got ran out of the building. They lost 145-108. Do you remember when
Jesus.
everybody was talking about how good the Clippers were?
Yeah, it was last night.
Well, they played a really good team, and they got beat to sleep. 145-108. Jason Tatum went crazy. 30 points for him. Jaylen Brown continues to play well. 24 points for him. Drew Holiday had 20. And Derek White had 18.
This must have been the real reason Vogt wanted off the show tonight.
1,000,000%.
Probably. It probably. He said, I'm going through some things. Paul George had 21 points to lead the Clippers. Their plus minuses in a blowout, as you would expect, they're bad. They're super bad.
Well,
James
Kawhi
Harden was
Leonard
a minus
got injured
34.
finally.
Minus 34.
14 points,
Is
9
that his
assists.
age?
Probably is, actually. Everybody was bad. Terrence Mann was a minus 33. Like, they did not have anything going. Kawhi Leonard did not play, so maybe that changed some things for them.
Jesus.
Dude, PJ Tucker, DNP CD, that's a situation to watch.
Man, that would be kind of interesting. The Houston Rockets win 106-104. Super close one over the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
It was Şengün. 37 points, 11 rebounds, 11 of 21 from the field. He went 14 of 17 from the free throw line. Şengün is getting all the calls. Man, I wish our boy had 17.
Dude, did you see what happened to Zion late in this game?
No.
The Rockets were up 2 with under a minute left, and he had the ball. And in the middle of a play, while he was dribbling, he lost a shoe.
What?
Yeah, his shoe just came off in the middle of a play.
Did it come off or did he go through it? Because
I think it came off, and then he passed
That
it
never
to,
happened in basketball.
Somebody
it
and
happened
they
to Gordon
missed.
Hayward earlier. Oh, going through his shoe?
Through the shoe.
That's never happened in life.
I seen it happen. I seen Zion do it. Jabari Smith had 26 points as well. Zion Williamson had 28 points. Efficient 11 of 16 from the field. Nobody else did anything around him. Brandon Ingram had 19 points, but they just could not get it done, could not get the win. Orlando Magic beat the Indiana Pacers, who are reeling. They are not playing well at all.
They
Van
are
Carroll
reeling.
had 34 points. Again, I keep on looking. These stars. Van Carroll, 12 of 16
Yeah, I mean,
from the free
he's
throw
a
line.
star, MVP candidate, finals MVP. He should be going to the line. He should be.
It's not
Oh, wait,
right.
no, that's not Ben Carroll. Sorry.
It's not right.
Sorry.
Miles Turner had 24 points. Tyrese Halliburton, 29 points, 14 assists, but just not enough to get the win. They're not playing well right now. They're losing a lot of games.
Are we sure that the Lakers and the Pacers knew that was the in-season tournament and not the postseason tournament?
You think they might have thought that was the playoffs?
Did they think that was the playoffs?
Yeah.
They gave everything they had. I don't think either
usually
one
when
of
you
them
win or
won a game.
lose the finals,
Yeah.
you take some months off.
Yeah, dude,
Maybe
like-
they're taking months off.
Yeah,
in the middle of the
did they
season.
go to Disneyland? Was there a parade?
I don't know what happened. The Utah Jazz beat the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors also losing a lot of games now. Utah doesn't want to win games. I'm a little shocked about this one. Markkanen had 30 points. Jordan Clarkson had 30 points. I'm shocked about that. Scotty Barnes, who is really good. He is good. 32 points, 14 rebounds. OG
He's
Anunoby,
nice.
19 points.
He is good.
And we seen that guy he don't even look at the rim when he was playing Denver. 19 points against them, though.
He did have a pretty
Yeah.
naughty performance against Denver.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he was guarded by John Collins, who
That changes some things.
I think everybody's realizing
Brooklyn
is not
Nets
actually good.
beat.
We finally have our answer after 4 years.
Who's the worst team in basketball right now?
Detroit
the Suns?
Pistons.
I don't know.
The
What?
Detroit Pistons.
Oh, yeah, the Pistons.
The Brooklyn Nets win 126-115. Another loss for the
Dude,
Pistons.
they were even up in the first quarter in this
Dude,
game.
this is bad. This is like they've pretty much already cemented the worst record in the league. Like this is just full insult to injury. It's like
Yeah.
getting dark. In
If
Detroit.
you really
bad.
watch these games, or if you look at the box scores, it's always the bench. The starters don't even be that bad. They have a horrible bench. They just lose a lot of games.
Well, they got to start playing Joe Harris a little more.
Yeah, that's what it is. Mikal Bridges had 29 points. He hadn't been scoring for a while. It's usually Cam Thomas, my guy, Cam Thomas. Mikal Bridges, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, man.
I mean,
Everybody's
he's another
going to
guy,
free throw line.
finals MVP, champion. He deserves to get there double-digit times.
Absolutely.
Everybody goes to that free throw line,
Yeah.
man. That's all I'm saying. Stars get there.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies, now 3-0 with Ja Morant in their lineup.
Wow.
125, 119 over the Atlanta Hawks. Desmond Bain, 37 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, little arms, gets it done. Ja Morant has 30 points, 11 assists. He's playing well. They're playing well around him. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 20 points as well. Trae Young, 30 points, 13 assists. He has 30 every single night.
He
You can
does.
just pencil him in for 30 and 10.
Yeah, and
every
a
single
loss.
night. He's good. And a loss. And a loss. Don't forget that part. DeJounte Murray had 26 points.
So the Nuggets play the Warriors on Christmas Day. Do you know who they play after that?
The
Memphis?
Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies.
Do the
In
Grizzlies
Denver.
have enough time to rally to make that
If they
play-in?
win every single game, I don't see why not.
If they can get to 500, they might be able to sneak into the play-in. But they probably got to be a little over 500. They do have time. It would be improbable, but they do have time.
I mean, they started. It was tragic, the start of their season.
Yeah. I mean, they are 10 games below 500 still, even after 3 straight wins. So I would bet against it, like them making the playoffs, but it's not 0%, you know.
Yeah, and then there's, 2-3 teams still going on. Dallas Mavericks are beating the doors off of the Spurs. Wemby did not play in this game. Did you guys see how he didn't play?
Yeah, I did.
He went. He truly is the second coming of Kevin Durant in this league.
He stepped on a ball boy.
He stepped on a ball boy and was.
Is the ball boy okay?
Oh, yeah, no, why is no one asking about the ball boy?
These are the questions I have.
This is why you're a journalist and we're a bunch of slack-jawed idiots.
It was like a little bitty step, though. Like, he just, stepped on him, twisted his ankles.
I have not seen video of it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, not bad, but it was, crazy that he couldn't play
it was
after
naughty.
that one.
Yeah.
And that's the injury. Because you knew that it was going to be an injury, but you didn't think it would be that. Also, Golden State Warriors, who Denver plays next, up 107-91 over Trailblazers. They also are in the second night of a back-to-back. They're playing without Draymond, who was very naughty, of course, not going to get anything for Christmas. Won't even be able to play against Denver on Christmas. But it doesn't matter. They have Steph Curry, 11 of 17 from the field, only 2 three-pointers, which is shocking. Klay Thompson had 25, and he's actually been playing well without Draymond around.
Little Ewing effect going on.
Until you play.
There was
Nikola
another
Jokic.
game, though, Dev. The Lakers beat the Thunder, and the big news out of this game is the Lakers change up their starting lineup. They have LeBron James running point right now, and LeBron had 47 and 7 in this game.
47 and 7.
40
Jesus.
points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
Yeah, that's insane. And as the point guard, but also Anthony Davis called this a must-win.
That they don't. Do they know what they're involved in?
Do they think that? Man, so if they thought the in-season tournament was the actual
that was
playoffs,
a must-win that in-season tournament. That cup.
yeah, I don't
must
even
win.
know.
This game 28 on the schedule, must win for Anthony Davis and the Lakers. They got their eyes focused on the right things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
there was one last game that I missed. The Cleveland Cavaliers win 109-95 over the Bulls. 26 points from Max Strus to lead all scores. On the other side of things, it was DeMar DeRozan, 21 points. But they lost.
Yeah, some of that Bulls magic without Levine might be running out a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Good night in the association. Thanks, Dev. Do we have any super chats, Tiff?
Oh,
4
hell yeah,
super
dude.
chats.
The most super of chats.
Can you put them on the screen as we read them? Perfect. There we go.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to read these?
Orange Soda says what everyone is thinking. The best trio.
Oh, thank you, Orange Sodas.
The best trio.
Everyone says that.
We'll probably get that a lot tonight.
1,000,000%. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like that was my actual big takeaway from the game.
Yeah.
Is that the best trio is intact.
Yeah.
Okay. Peter Plummer says $5. Thanks, homie. The Denver Nuggets are now 100 games over 500 all time. 23-31 and 22-31. We were all thinking that too. We all know that
Wow,
stat.
what a stat.
The poverty franchise.
We are not a 500 organization.
Poverty franchise this, dude.
Yeah.
We're 100 games over it.
Great stat, Peter.
All right, Diz, let me get, okay. Diz, $5 says, I take responsibility for my comments and did apologize to DNVR. The league has informed me I'll miss the next 25 games as a chance to better myself. Bless. Listen, man.
Well,
Also,
at least the league put a number on his suspension.
listen, man. This was a self-imposed sanction, I believe.
What happened?
Well, he needs
He made a weird comment last night about
clearly needs
stuff that was on the
therapy.
DNVR YouTube channel, and he looked into the mirror or into the microwave.
I missed
and,
Yeah, he looked into the microwave. Man.
and he emerged as a better man, and that's all we can ask for you, Diz. We appreciate you.
right.
Well, what is this? My microwave? All right.
Heating
Leandro
up chicken nuggets.
says, All the Nuggets are good. DNVR bar open for Xmas? No.
We are
it's
not open for Christmas. We are not.
Yeah, dude. No one will be here except for goddamn us, who's going to be watching the Nuggets game when everyone else is opening presents and shooting each other with Red Ryder BB guns.
Yeah.
We'll be here, but the business will not be open.
Yes, we will not be open, so do not come to the bar on Christmas, unfortunately. Yeah. Guys, great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you in the chat for hanging out with us as well.
What a performance from the best trio.
Everybody's saying this is their favorite trio, their best trio. DNVR's
they say it's
big three. Some have said that.
They call it the nice trio.
The nice trio.
Last super chat from Laking Ball. The Celtics are good, so good. Happy holidays. Where is Vote Tatum 30 ball and best team in the NBA? He's not here.
He's not here. That would have been a rough go for him in that ATA. But listen,
would have been rough.
It's all right.
Guys, thanks for hanging out. Throw us a quick thumbs up before you get out of here. Lets us know you appreciate the show. Helps us out a lot. Thanks for tuning in as always. Great Winners Lounge. Nuggets beat the Hornets. Have a good Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope everybody was nice this year.
But we have a show on Christmas. We can get syrupy then.
Yeah. We'll talk to you
We're going streaking!
on Christmas.
Let's go.
Talk to you then.
We all silly like the mayor.